also needs like different minerals, different vitamins to make sure that that conversion takes place. And if you're low on those, the conversion, the whole process is off. So we're just going to talk about refined fat. So refined fat, so think about any fat that has had its nutrients stripped out of it to keep it on the shelf longer. It's not going to promote health because we've taken all the health benefits out of it. So refined fats do not sustain life because, as I said, the nutrients have been stripped out of it so it doesn't go rancid. So if you're in the shop and you buy a blanket vegetable oil, you really don't know what you're getting. Okay, the nutrients have been stripped out of it. It's in a clear plastic bottle. Light can be getting in. Light damages fat. So if you're buying a fat and it's in a clear plastic bottle, put it back on the shelf and run away. Okay. So the other day I was out with my friend and we were getting a salad and the salad was $6.95. The salad was amazing, don't get me wrong. But it's the dressing that's my problem. If you're buying a salad for $6.95, there's no way that that shop is putting $1.50's worth of extra virgin olive oil into your salad. They're putting in the cheapest oil that they can possibly get their hands on. And then we're consuming that oil. So it's really when you're out eating, you want to make sure that the quality of the food that you're purchasing is going to support your health. So just bear in mind that extra virgin olive oil is expensive and people won't just put it into your salads because you think they should. So hydrogenated or trans fats, so avoid your margarine. The body doesn't know what to do with it. It's man-made and it promotes inflammation in the body. The biggest problem with any vegetable oil is that it's rancid. Okay, they've taken all the nutrients out, so you can't smell that it's rancid, that it hasn't gone bad. But just consider that any oil that's brought to a high temperature can promote inflammation. So when you're getting takeout, when you're getting takeaway, whatever it is, if it's been deep fried in high temperatures, the fact is that oil is probably rancid and you've now cooked your food in that rancid oil. So storage of oil, as I already talked about, but it's the plastic bottle, plastic clear bottle. There's no nutritional advantages from consuming anything that's stored in a light plastic bottle. You want it to be dark green, brown, blue glass bottle where that oil is stored. That's what's going to keep its freshest for longest. When cooking, you always want to make sure that you're using coconut oil, butter, or extra virgin olive oil. When I make fries or chips at home, I use coconut oil and I use it once. I make a batch of fries, batch of chips, and that's it. We're done. You never want to let an oil smoke. If an oil smokes, you've damaged that oil, and then you're going to cook in that oil, and then you're going to eat that oil because everything's been coated in that oil. So extra virgin olive oil has a low smoke point. So if you cook it too high, it's going to smoke, it's going to denature, and that's what you don't want to be consuming. Cooking with extra virgin olive oil is good, but you got to keep it at a low temperature. Butter, ghee, coconut oil, these can take high heats. That's what you should be cooking with. Ghee as well, that's what you should be cooking with. Salad dressings, I would use avocado oil, flax oil, extra virgin olive oil, because you're not going to heat them. You're not going to denature them, but they're still going to be healthy enough for you. We're just going to talk a little bit about omega-3. So it's just where it gets its name from. Omega-3 gets its name because its first double bond is in the 3rd position. Omega-6 gets its name because its double bond is in the 6th position. There's different types of omega-3. So you got your ALA, your EPA, and your DHA. ALA is mainly from animal sources. EPA and DHA are found in animal sources. And what's the difference really? So it's all about that conversion. So your sources of plant-based are going to, omega-3 is your ALA, and it's going to be chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, green foods, algae, hemp seeds. The problem is that to get that conversion, you need vitamin B6, calcium, magnesium, iron, zinc, and copper. So you need all these in place to make that conversion from ALA into EPA or DHA, but that is very poor, very inefficient. If you're missing out on any of those key ingredients, it's not going to happen. And even if you have all of those, the conversion can be like 0 to 10%. So that is why animal sources, oily fish are better sources of omega-3. So EPA will protect against inflammation. depression, cancer. There's many studies out there, but it's used to reduce inflammation, and this is going to help to reduce pain. Your DHA is more a structural component of your brain, eyes. So especially a developing fetus, pregnant lady should focus on consuming DHA because it's so good for brain development in children. So your sources of your EPA and DHA are going to be your oily fish, okay, your shellfish, your shrimp, your crab, your lobster, and your grass-fed animal products. Just be aware about larger fish like tuna. They can contain high levels of mercury. So if you are a sort of person that likes to have 2-3 servings of tuna a week, I would suggest cutting that back to maybe 2-3 over a month. It's just a lot of stores of mercury can be found in large fatty fish. So you need to be aware of that. So this is just a diagram. So your omega-3, ALA, EPA, DHA, and then it will go to reducing inflammation. Your omega-6 will go LA, GLA, DGLA, arachidonic acid, or series 1, 2, or PG1 to decrease inflammation. So it's just to be aware that omega-3 will either go to reduce inflammation or help with brain health. Omega-6 will either go to reduce inflammation or promote inflammation. So you should know PG1 is omega-6, which is generally your seeds. PG2 is animal foods, which is going to promote inflammation. And PG3 is your omega-3, so your oily fish, your chia, your flax. These guys are going to help to reduce inflammation in the body. The ideal ratio. So the ideal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3, this is the main problem. That a lot of our human diet has now gone to being more processed. So our diet is higher in omega-6 as it is to omega-3. And we're always looking to promote the ability to decrease inflammation. But the ratio should be about 2-to-1, omega-6 to omega-3. But the problem is it's now gone the other way, that it's nearly 40-to-1. So unfortunately, our diet naturally promotes inflammation. That's why a lot of us are in pain all the time, because our body doesn't have the ability to control that because we're not eating enough omega-3. So we spoke about it already, but how many calories should you be consuming a day from fat? It should be about 20% of your overall calories. Again, if you're not sure, refer back to the calorie lesson. Supplementing. If you're looking to supplement your omega-3, I would just make sure if you are on any medication, especially blood thinning medications like warfarin or aspirin, that you consult your doctor, healthcare provider about taking a supplement with omega-3, because omega-3 naturally thins the blood. Supplementing would be, I would suggest, anywhere from 1,000 milligrams to 5,000 milligrams a day. But again, consult with your healthcare practitioner. Thank you for joining this lesson. I hope you took something out of it. Please focus on eating a bit more omega-3 and maybe reducing your animal intake. Any questions, please let us know, and thank you for joining.